Solar Integrated Roofing is an integrated single-source solar power and roofing systems installation company, and recently has finalized its transition to be a fully reporting public company. So I've got with me the CEO, David Massey, and also the CEO of Cornerstone, which is a roofing and installation company. Hunter Ballew will be here to explain a little bit, but Hunter, we'll get to you in a second. Let's talk to David first and get an update on the company on Solar Integrated, because David, you and I have talked for a year or two, and I know this is a goal you've had for a while. So you've reached it. So can you bring us up to date on what exactly this means?
Oh my gosh, it means a lot. It gets us off the pinks, which is kind of the seller in the public market, and we're moving up to the QB, which we're really excited about. And we're looking at that as a stepping stone because we're growing really, really fast. Our revenues are growing, and we're anticipating being on the small cap NASDAQ by the end of this year is our goal. I mean, we have to have everything fall into place, but that's our goal.
Okay. And you mentioned you're growing at a record pace. We'll bring Hunter in a second to talk a little bit more about that. But what can you attribute to the growth that you're seeing?
You're finding guys like Hunter. Give you an idea, we're getting some great acquisitions. We're spreading out across the United States. Cornerstone was a big acquisition for us. And we got Cornerstone for more than just the company itself and the revenue. We got it for the leadership team that they have and the system that they have in place. And I think after you speak with Hunter, you'll realize that Hunter's going to add a lot to the team. That's for sure.
So before we talk to Hunter, can you tell me a little bit about the new EV charging division? And we talked about that last time. How's that coming along?
We open up. We're looking to close our first EV charging deal this week. Should be announced that it's going to be right here in Southern California. We're working with several others currently that to add to the team, but we feel very strongly that the EV charging is going to be about 25 to 30% of the revenue for this year. It's a big market. I read an article that there's 500,000 EV charging systems going to be installed between now and 2030.
Yeah, I know it's a big, that infrastructure is desperately needed as we see more electric vehicles being sold. So, okay. So Hunter Ballew, founder of Cornerstone, South Carolina-based company. Just tell me about how you got into this industry and what was it that made Solar Integrated Roofing unique in terms of coming as an acquisition for your company?
Yeah, so I was in the Marine Corps, and then when I finished up training with the Marine Corps, I went on to the fire department, and I just kind of always had this entrepreneurial bug, wanted to do my own thing, wanted to lead a team. And so after leaving the fire department, started Cornerstone and really found a home with Cornerstone and building out the team and bringing in people that maybe would never have an opportunity outside of Cornerstone and being in sales and our marketing team and just doing things unique. And so immediately I started going to conferences and events and masterminds and trying to learn the industry so that we could be the best in the industry. And so it's been a fun journey for me. We've enjoyed the last 2017 we got started. So we're coming up on 4 years, and it's been a fun ride for us.
Yeah, well, and you certainly got in at a great time because solar has really, especially since then, taken off and gotten a lot of consumer and government support. So that timing was great.
Yes, ma'am. There's actually great rebates and incentives here in South Carolina. So it's a good little hub for us to get started with roofing and solar and being able to just kind of tie those two together, because if you're dealing with solar, a lot of times it's on your roof. And so we're able to provide both of those services.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what was it about that made you consider SIRC as opposed to some other company?
Yeah, so I had the opportunity to fly out to San Diego, meet with Dave, kind of hear his vision on where he wants to take this. And, but before the meeting, I was kind of telling him and a mutual friend that had connected us, I'm not really interested yet in doing anything. Cornerstone's growing great. We're more than doubling every single year. Our team's growing. Our processes are in place. We keep opening new markets. We really have no reason to kind of join with anyone. But after hearing the vision of SRC and it ties in with something that I've wanted to do for a long time and growing nationwide, kind of being that first resource where it doesn't matter where you are in the country, you can pick up the phone and you can call for solar, for roofing, for EV. It just made a lot of sense for us to kind of join forces, be able to help them take SRC to the next level and take Cornerstone to the next level. We're excited to develop our staff, our team as well.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's really exciting. Being an entrepreneur has a lot of exciting moments in it. So, and if you both could kind of weigh in on the process and what it will take to get 100 million in annual revenue and to also bring up the share price. David, do you want to jump in and then Hunter can finish up?
Again, we purchased Cornerstone for more than just the company. We purchased for the value of Hunter. Hunter leads a unique group of guys called the Revolt, and he has access to the greatest leaders in the roofing solar industry. So just with our connection with Hunter, we have, he can tell you better than I, probably 15 or 20 acquisitions that are lined up, teed up, ready to go. We have money in the bank to purchase these companies. So our model is a roll-up model that we have, and it looks like 2022 for us is going to be a great roll-up year, and that's our process to get to 100 million.
Yeah, and it really kind of allowed you to expand to the East Coast too, because you were mainly West, right?
Exactly, just in California actually, and adding Hunter to the team, I believe Hunter's in 5 states. He can tell you better than I.
Okay, Hunter, you want to weigh in?
Yeah. So in terms of, getting us to that next level and raising share price, obviously that's why we joined the team. We didn't do it just to join with Dave and have to look at him all day, every day. We did it to get to that next level. And so for us, he kind of mentioned Revolt and roofing community, and you guys can check that out if you're watching this. You just go to YouTube, roofing community. You'll see all of our videos and what we do. We have an annual conference called RoofCon. This year, we expect there to be several thousand contractors there.
Well, that's very exciting. And, hopefully we can get you guys back and have an update as you become more integrated and the year goes on.
Yes, ma'am.
Sounds good, Jane. Thanks so much.
Hey, Hunter. Thank you, David.